What is up, guys? Back in today with another reaction to The World is Dancing, this time with episode 4. Been a phenomenal series thus far. Loved the past 3 episodes. The last episode was a little bit less dramatic than the others, but that was a nice bit of setup for this Shogun performance we're going to be doing, I believe, anyway. We met a pretty high ranking, noble kind of person last episode while we kind of made our trip to this place where we saw a bit of a sex dance between two men, which was interesting. But yeah, looking forward to seeing that performance today, I do hope. And yeah, we'll get right into the episode. As I said, I've been really enjoying this series so far. One of my favorite series airing this season. In the season and a lot of strong anime. The past few seasons have been really strong, to be honest with you, as a collective. Yeah, got slugged last week as well, I'm pretty sure. Taking the piss a little bit. Only Yasha. Let's take the piss a little. I didn't actually look this up, but I have been over the past week or so. I have been hearing a lot of Japanese, of course, the anime I've been watching, and sometimes they refer to demons as Oni. Sometimes they refer to them as Yasha. I think. I should have known that because of Shiro Yasha from Gintama. But did both Oni and Yasha, Oni Yasha, his name, do they both mean demon? Does it mean demon? Demon? I imagine one of them is like the other meaning for that word, but I wonder which one and what that means as well. But yeah, could it be read as demon demon? Double demon. I get that sometimes. I haven't had that for a while, but I hate that. And just like so looking forward to the next day. And you know you need sleep. It's especially annoying when it is like sports or something. But you know you need sleep and you want to rest, but you just can't. And then you're just physically like I played a football match once, which I was really excited for. This is only a couple of years ago actually. And I just wasn't awake for the first like 20 minutes. Luckily they didn't really put it on me. Didn't really probably like test me out or anything. Um because I would have been awful. I was like I wasn't fading out of consciousness. It wasn't that dramatic, but I was definitely like not awake. Um but then after 20 minutes I think the um adrenaline and such kind of woke me up, and I had a pretty decent game after that. A big sleep afterwards. I can only imagine what's going to be like having the bloody Shogun or whatever you perform. I was about to say exactly that. It looked a bit stiff. Not that I'm anyone to fucking give any advice. Hence, I didn't say it. I'm used to getting embarrassed with stuff like this. I remember one dance. I was like complaining about some dances, and then some of the characters were like, "Oh, that was brilliant." I was like, "Was it?" Yeah, I guess so. But the way he was moving around the circle did look stiff. I imagine it's because it's so late. They need rest. And the interesting thing is, we don't know his mum, but either the case that he got a lot of his mum's genes, or he's not actually his son. Blood blood relation wise. But it's a pretty good outlook. Like, yeah, be like a bit ignorant to some of this stuff. Let's make it a bit simple is much better. It's smart at you like that. Isn't such a happy little tale. Oh, that's fancy city, folks. Oh, is that guy? Is that guy we saw kind of go past Tony Ash's performance a couple episodes ago? That was a bit of a weird scene because he was like creaming himself, and that's all we saw of him. I'm gonna assume that was him. Similar disposition, it looks like. But yeah, the big day. Here we go. Here we go. I'm not a bird. Yo. Oh. Oh. Been impressive so far. I was so impressive about this so far. Just kind of doing circles. Stomping. I see this, like I said earlier, like something I said, I don't want to embarrass myself, but it's not awfully impressive to me so far. Yeah, everybody else here seems incredibly impressed. Like, it's smooth, don't get me wrong. Not that smooth. Now we're playing Okami. I guess it seems like he's doing a good job, but I'm not massively impressed. I like that guy. The guy that watched the sex last week. But these guys seem a little bit put in their place, don't they? It was alright. Seems like done it. Oh, he's crying. That was alright. Yeah, I'm not massively impressed by that. Like the woman dancing was much more like my type of impressive. Okina, the vulnerable elder. Venerable? That didn't say vulnerable. But what that word means, honestly. Venerable. He's doing a really good job at like, acting like an old man. But this is more impressive to me. As it probably should be. But yeah, it's not that big or fancy, but the mannerisms and like the subtlety to his act is quite clear to see. So we haven't actually performed to the Shogun yet. As I said, it's not like awfully impressive. I don't think. Like it kind of like is somewhat impressive, but it's not like stand out. I don't know. That's him. The sex guy. But that was actually the Shogun. Yeah. I kind of thought it might have been, but I oh damn, shut the fuck up. No talk about that. Watching sex over it. I kind of thought it like I did mention that it might be a Shogun last week, but I kind of dismissed that and just thought it might be like another kind of like noble person or someone. I mean, clearly he had like a security guard. But damn, this is dangerous right here. Even if you know this is the Shogun, right? Only Yasha, the sex guy, not someone you want to be known as. But I mean, it kind of is, but not in a professional stand like this, I guess. But as I said, like the performances, only Yasha especially, it was alright. And I wasn't like massively impressed. It was smooth. I think his was a lot smoother. And it actually like portrayed something a bit more like I don't know if it was like easier for me to understand, but like it was pretty simple to see him like portraying like an old man and it being very like delicate in regards to his actions. I was more impressed with him kind of acting, and I guess it makes sense. This is less of a kind of dance and more of acting, actually, isn't it? Um, they did mention that earlier on in the series. And I was kind of questioning like they mentioned that only Asher becomes like a legendary actor or something. I was kind of questioning like, aren't they in a dance troupe? No, I guess it is more of an acting troupe than a dance troupe, actually, isn't it? Which I only just come to understand. Probably should have come to understand that sooner, but yeah, I mean it was good, extraordinary. I wouldn't say. Oh, you have to die now. Get out. I don't know. It is. Shogun Gaio. Eat So, do you reckon that is actually him, or do you reckon that was his like brother or something we saw last week? Or perhaps he's just pretending. Yoshimitsu. That was him. Yeah, well, that's good that they went well. Probably the biggest, yeah, probably the biggest like recommendation you can get. Oh, we're gonna go to their residence. That must be a big honor. Oh, what the hell is that thing? Oh, Sony Asher. Interesting to see someone so tanned. So, you will commit seppuku. To do it yourself. You gonna cut his hair? Oh, okay. I kind of thought he might just like cut his hair or something. And the piss out of you. Like, you got to realize who he is. Really? Nice. That's something I've never really understood about America and their kind of state laws. Like, why does every state have certain different like laws? I've never really understood that, and I kind of get it. It's such a like a big place, but kind of feels this. But I don't know. Maybe it's a good thing because you can kind of move where you want, where kind of laws suit you, I guess, and what you kind of agree with. But I don't know. Always thought that was kind of weird. I guess it's kind of similar to what he's saying here, but he doesn't get it. Maybe he's a bit like me. Maybe he wasn't like I was impressed. Don't get me wrong, but I wasn't like massively impressed. Maybe he can like he appreciates the kind of skill of it, but he doesn't quite love it. A little bit like Only Ash's kind of thoughts on it earlier on in the series. Perhaps he's quite similar in regards to like he needs to find his like love of art and this and needs to like fully understand it. I think everybody can understand this though. If you watch like a movie or a TV series that everybody loves, and you're like, I don't get it. Why does everyone love this? Yeah, totally been there. Wow, wow. What the proposition there for any fucking person during this age? Wow. I mean, I feel like I mean it's only Ash's decision, but everybody would be like, well, you've got to. If the Shoguns ask you to stay with him, you've got to. But only Ash is not exactly that type of person, is he? Never evolving form for him, isn't it? Yeah, we did hear about that earlier. Honestly, I don't ever see it being complete for you. Will you ever complete it? Doesn't sound like it. And I guess that's a good thing in a way. What was that? What was that? I was just maniacally laughing. What the hell was that? I kind of thought that was like the start of a preview. We're just like going crazy. Yeah, I mean, I said this earlier. Definitely takes after his mother. Um, okay, good episode. Good episode. So that was the Shogun we did meet last week. Okay, I kind of had a feeling it might have been, but I didn't think it would actually be as big as the Shogun. But yeah, there he is. Pretty cool dude. Maybe we might end up moving in with him, but I'm not sure how productive that will be. Right here, we're still like learning, and we can still learn a lot. But yeah, I do appreciate the thought of his father right there. I like stuff like that where it is. I mean, you say about like any art, movies, music, TV, games. There is no perfect game or movie. As much as you might feel like something's perfect or your favorite, not actually perfect. There is no perfection to the art form like that. It is what you like. It is an ever improving and ever evolving kind of thing, isn't it? And that's what makes it so beautiful. I think it's up to your interpretation of what you find like perfect and such. But yeah, thank you guys very much for watching. Again, really good episode. As I said, I was also like not massively impressed by the dance. Like it was smooth, done well. I mean, you could tell there was a lot of talent there, especially in the father's performance. But it just wasn't like super extravagant, and it wasn't meant to be. They're clearly like acting. I'm not sure what they're acting out exactly, but I guess you could say I kind of don't get it in a sense as well because it is quite old fashioned and old school. Just going around in circles, stomping the feet. But the kind of the father's performance, I kind of got a bit more. Um, kind of understood that one a bit more. But yeah, fun episode. I seen the Shogun. It would be pretty cool to see Oniyasha kind of stay with him, but also, as we said, not sure there's actually like not sure it's the most beneficial to move in with him. But I guess we'll find out. I guess he would see probably all manner of performances with the Shogun, kind of exploring a lot of different art forms and such. So maybe it would be good. But yeah, let me know what you guys thought about this episode in the comments. Leave a like on the video if you guys did enjoy, and subscribe to the channel if you want to keep up to date. And I'll see you guys next week with episode 5.